Well, we have more evidence here, this time in the form of satellite images that come from NASA themselves that show there is a massive amount of geoengineering underway, and it's more than what most people realize. And it's in areas where there could be some issues ongoing and people wondering how could this be, what's going on, some kind of mysterious stuff, and it could be connected to what's in the air floating around right around you, in the air you breathe, but you can't see it. We're talking about highly toxic heavy metals and chemicals that are sprayed into the atmosphere all over the place. And in this instance, you can go through just a bunch of these different images, and it shows proof that they're doing this in mass, and they're doing this in select areas. Now, we've seen them cloud seeding in the past. We've even caught them cloud seeding ahead of Hurricane Harvey. You know, that's on record, and that's just crazy. And we know that they have ionospheric heaters all over the place. I've done videos in the past, and I've shown where they're located through different sites. There's one situated right there in Puerto Rico, right in Hurricane Alley, where if you were to fire that thing up and aim it toward the heart of a hurricane, you could hit it with a blast of energy. And we see this all around the globe. And we also see the spraying left and right. It seems like throughout the past decade or so, minus the past year or two, everyone was really noticing this stuff in the skies, but they wanted to make excuses, like people do. And they wanted to say, oh, it's just normal planes, it's condensation and all this stuff. Until, more and more images started coming out showing that this was not normal condensation, that these were stripes being laid down that were spreading out in the sky and then causing something like this to flatten out in the sky over hundreds of miles. Now, this in turn affects the weather in different ways, depending on how they want to manipulate it. And they have now stepped up and stated that this aerosol spraying is real. And we had Brennan as one of the first that came out on video and had stated, yes, this is very real, and this is what we're doing. He even named the toxic elements involved with it and tried to say that they would not harm people because they would not reach them on the ground. And really opened the whole thing up to say, hey, yes, this is all real. These aircraft are fitted with all these mechanisms to do all this different stuff, and it is happening. And they're using coal ash as a dispersal mechanism. And we've talked about that and exposed that as well. But wanted to share this, get it out there, just more evidence. I'm going to leave a link below. Make sure to follow me on Twitter for more. It's been Dabu7. Eyes to the skies.